tried so hard to get this video done before November 18th. Actually, no I didn't, because I'm really lazy when it comes to making videos. This is, however, the anniversary week of the Nintendo Wii U, and I've been pretty happy with the console so far. I've been a Wii U owner since November 17th last year. I still remember getting the FedEx package in the mail on Saturday. The Wii U is the second console that I've bought at launch. The first one was the Sega Dreamcast. My Wii U purchase was motivated primarily by my interest in the gamepad. I don't have any problems with the specs, and this won't be a video about specs. My issue with the Wii U, well, just watch this next 5-minute clip and then I'll come back and tell you my issue with the Wii U.
Thank you for gathering today. Have you already experienced Wii U? Thank you very much. I suspect that you are now wondering why is Ubisoft has decided to appear at the Nintendo Developer Roundtable, and why they are being introduced by Nintendo's global president. This is certainly a first during my presidency at Nintendo. So I understand that why you are puzzled. I have come here today to introduce you to a most important partner for Nintendo. So let me start by calling Eve, who is CEO of Ubisoft, to join me on the stage.
And for sure, Ghost Recon Online that is going to use all the potential of this new device.
And to kick things off, I'd like to bring up the Ghost Recon Online team from Singapore.
So we're committed to bring the best shooter and the best of class in terms of online shooter on that new console. And we're going to see tonight what that means. Basically, we're going to leverage two main points. The first one is the new controller and how can we explore gameplay breakthroughs. The second one, we're going to talk about online services and that new offer that the Wii U is going to propose. So that's probably the most exciting thing in Ghost Recon Online. It's how we're leveraging the new controller, and we're going to call it tonight the Crosscom 2.0. Let me explain. In the US military and actually in the military across the world, elite soldiers have access to a specific device that gives them in real time on the battlefield information, action commands that they can control through these devices that you see. That completely fits the creative vision that we have for our game.
So you're actually saying that the controller is going to become a physical part of the tactical gameplay experience?
Yeah, that's right. We're super excited to take this, like these prototypes, and bring it for the first time in players' hand. They can really, it's no longer science fiction, it's no longer like YouTube videos. They take it, they can play it in the game. And our team in Singapore have been doing amazing prototypes. We're going to show you a few that we can share with you tonight. Very promising stuff. The first one is a tactical map. It shows basically an overview of the battlefield. You can interact with it. So no longer do you have the map on the screen stealing a bit of the real estate or go to a pause menu to see it. You get it, you look at it whenever you see it, and you can even interact with it. What's really amazing, you can scroll around, you can see where the enemies are, where your friendlies are, so you can make some sort of tactical decisions. But on top of that, if you click on a position in the map, what you get is a interactive beacon. So you can share strategies with your teammates, so you can form and clearly explain where you want to go. What you see here is the attack beacon. So you pick the position on the map, and all your teammates will see it. So you can share, okay, let's all regroup there, let's attack this, defend this. So it really improves the collaboration and the coordination between all the team members, and then you can dominate the other team. Something else we have is the perk system. An example is the missile strike. That one is pretty awesome because you get to control the missile in your hand. So really you use a gyro and it's this new controller, you aim and precisely strike exactly where you want. So you're really controlling this thing. And this other thing, the drone, that one is also pretty good. We got a bit of a sneak peek in the video, the trailer. Each player has this personal drone as they progress. They throw it in the air, it gets this overview of the battlefield. You can control it or you set it to auto scan, and what it does is it recognizes these enemies, flags them on your tactical map, and on top of that, your augmented reality view of the world. You see these kind of red brackets around the guys. And this intel is also shared with the other players. So basically all these things, these are examples of some prototypes that we've had, and this kind of translates like all this technology that these elite Ghost soldiers have, you finally get them in the player's hand that can really dominate the other guys.
So really, really game-changing stuff, taking advantage of this new controller. How do I, as a player, really interact, with this cool stuff using the new controller?
So it's been quite interesting from a development point of view to understand how to interact with two screens. So you have your TV screen, you now have this little device in your hands with a second screen that you can touch. We've had to rethink the way we do user interface and redesign a little bit the user experience. And when we started playing with the controller, we realized that it was actually super fun to just throw stuff, drag and drop, and send things from the device to the TV. So the best example we have today is our weapon customization system, where you scroll through different items to equip your weapon and to gear your character. And basically, when you made up your mind, you just equip, and that just feels right. It's just very, very rewarding.
What you just saw was Nintendo's first opportunity to change the overall perception of Nintendo's consoles. Unfortunately, that opportunity slipped away, as all of these elaborate plans for Ghost Recon Online Wii U were put on hold indefinitely, the summer before the Wii U was even released. Now, I've had my suspicions and theories about why this game was canceled, or as they say, put on hold for the Wii U, and I'm not going to share those right now, because they're not important. The important thing is what the cancellation of this game did or didn't do for the Wii U in the following year. You saw Satoru Iwata at the Developers Roundtable. You heard what he said. He said this was the first time that he's ever introduced a third party at the Nintendo Developer Roundtable. Why did he take the time to do that? Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's because he knew that Ghost Recon Online was the game changer. It was the Nintendo console perception changer. Oh, and I understand that some of you who might be listening are probably thinking, damn, Skill, you're putting a lot of weight on the shoulders of a free-to-play PC game, only you can't underestimate how important it is during a system launch to lay a solid foundation and show other developers what kind of games this console should be used for.
Just to add one thing, I hope we convince them, all other developers in the world, to try to do some things that are as convincing as what we showed tonight, because I personally think it's cool.
Yeah, it was a cool demonstration, which is why it's so disappointing that in the end of 2013, that Ghost Recon Online is still not available for the Wii U. 2013, a year that saw the announcement of so many big online shooters, and every single one of them, except for the Call of Duty series, has skipped the Wii U. Think about how much it would have added to the overall Wii U system launch to offer a PC port of an online multiplayer shooter, not available on either Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, which is a big reason why Call of Duty so far has had a very small impact on the popularity of this genre for Wii U owners, who still choose to play this series on their other consoles. More than any other game that Ubisoft demonstrated at this developer roundtable, Ghost Recon Online was the only one of them that offered an online multiplayer competitive shooter experience. An experience that many people still believe that you cannot find on a Nintendo home console. And at this point, I have to ask, why should they? The games on Nintendo consoles that always get the most hype and media attention are always Nintendo games. No Ghost Recon Online in 2012 left New Super Mario Bros. U to carry the entire Wii U system launch on its back. Fast forward to winter 2013, and while the other new console launches march forth with shiny new online shooters, for the Wii U once again it's Mario to the rescue with Super Mario 3D World only. And I'm not saying don't play Mario, I'm gonna be playing Mario. It's just that also as a shooter fan, It's very disappointing to look at my Wii U gamepad and the Pro Controller and think about all of the shooters that I possibly won't be able to play with either of them. The Wii U console, along with its touchscreen gamepad, was designed to offer another level of interactivity to all kinds of different video games, including competitive online shooters, as the footage demonstrates. To say that this console is only for Nintendo games would be severely understating the Wii U hardware, while totally disrespecting the engineers who made it. To be honest, I've been more disappointed with Wii U owners than the actual console so far. There should have been more outrage last year when Ghost Recon Online was put on hold, but a good majority of the Wii U gaming community, they just sat quietly and took it. And like I said before, Ghost Recon Online being as important as it was to the Wii U launch, while utilizing the Wii U gamepad as well as we saw it do in the video, and missing from the Wii U game library now, symbolizes the major thing that is wrong with this console, which is no relevant third-party support. Take a look at pre-orders and the top-selling games for PS4 and Xbox One during both of their launches. These consoles are selling primarily because of online multiplayer shooters. Anyone should be able to see that Nintendo is missing out on a large portion of the game buying population by not having these games on their console. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm not going to stretch this video out anymore. Just tell me what you think in the comments. And thanks for watching. Skill for real.
Ubisoft and Nintendo have enjoyed a rather long and close relationship, which is based upon the affinity in our corporate cultures.